I'd like to welcome you to the 2023 SMU Hilltop Excellence Awards program presented by the Division of Student Affairs. My name is Dr. Casey Majay, and I have the privilege of serving as the Vice President for Student Affairs. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone in the audience to please silence your cell phones. Don't worry, you'll be able to use your phones. We want you to take pictures. I want to invite you to post your pictures on social media using the hashtag Hilltop Excellence. Go ahead and silence those phones, seriously. All right, thank you very much. On behalf of the Division of Student Affairs, I welcome you to our Hilltop Excellence Awards ceremony. Tonight, we honor students, faculty, and staff who have served our SMU community with distinction. Each year, the Division of Student Affairs receives dozens of nominations to honor outstanding members of our community. The selection process is extremely competitive, and we know that a nomination for many of tonight's awards is a significant achievement. At this time, I'd like to invite you to please join me as we congratulate and welcome the 2023 nominees to tonight's ceremony. Yeah, okay, here we go, there we go, there we go. Welcome, nominees. Y'all sure know how to make an entrance. I like it, I like it. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce the students who've been selected to assist us this evening. Abby Herrera and Lucy Morris will serve as our stage managers. Let's give them a round of applause. Our junior honoree, selected as the Hilltop Excellence MC, is Averill Hartgee. Please welcome Averill to the stage.
Thank you so much, Dr. Majay. And on behalf of the students at SMU, we appreciate your service to the division and the university. Good evening, and once again, welcome to the 2023 SMU Hilltop Excellence Awards program. I'm honored to be a part of this evening's event, and I'm happy to welcome you all here. Tonight, I take great pleasure in being your host and MC as we gather to recognize students, faculty, and staff for their outstanding service to and participation in the awards presented this evening play an important role in the life and history of Southern Methodist University. You will hear familiar names as several awards are given in memory of our greatest leaders here at SMU. We will also celebrate two of the most distinguished awards at Southern Methodist University, the Presidential Awards of Excellence and the M Award. We begin tonight's program with fellow SMU student Amisha Nazim to provide tonight's invocation.
Hello, everyone. I'm grateful to be here tonight. I will ask that we all take a deep breath, either reflect or pray on this momentous and celebratory occasion. If we can all bow our heads now. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. O God, we gather here today to celebrate and recognize the achievements of these individuals who have worked hard and excelled in their studies and presence on campus and off. We recognize that their success could not have been possible without your divine intervention. And we ask that you bless them, their families, and friends with continued success and happiness. We ask that you grant us all the strength and wisdom to continue to excel and make a positive impact in all our communities. We also ask you to bless this ceremony and make it a means of bringing people together in the spirit of unity and harmony. May it be a source of inspiration for all those in attendance, and may it serve as a reminder of the important role that we all play in serving our communities. We ask that you bless all the participants, the organizers, and everyone who has contributed to the success of this event. May they be rewarded for their hard work and dedication. May their efforts be recognized and appreciated. And may they continue to have the passion and perseverance to make a great impact in our world. We also pray for those who are not recognized today. Oh God, we ask that you bless this community and those around the world. May we all work together towards a better and more peaceful tomorrow. Oh Allah, we seek refuge in you from all evil and harm and ask that you protect us from all forms of oppression and injustice. Grant us the strength and courage to face the challenges that lie ahead, and help us to be a source of inspiration and hope for others. May we continue to support and uplift one another, and may we always strive to create a world that is just, equitable, and filled with compassion and love. Ameen.
Thank you, Amisha. At this time, I would like to welcome our student body president, Sydney Castle, to present the State of the University address. This yearly tradition is one that we all look forward to as a time to reflect on the many contributions and changes that have taken place throughout the year.
Thank you, Averill. Last night was my senior night for my sorority. My superlative was most likely to give a speech about nothing. So I'm going to try my very best tonight to give a speech about something. To put it quite bluntly, this room is filled with overachievers. You are all here today because you spent the majority of your college career finding ways to improve the communities you're a part of and have gone above and beyond to be exceptional. Over the past year, our student body has accomplished incredible things. SMU students have continued to excel academically, with many individuals receiving prestigious scholarships, research grants, and fellowships. Our multicultural organizations have hosted events that have made great strides in bringing together members of diverse communities and creating a sense of belonging for all. Our athletic teams have performed remarkably well by winning numerous championships and representing our institution with integrity and honor. Student Senate has worked tirelessly to represent the interests of the student body and to advocate for positive change on campus. To highlight a few over the past year, we awarded $142,700 in scholarships. We've fully chartered 105 organizations and temporarily chartered 66 organizations. We pledged $100,000 to implement outdoor seating, created a partnership with Boulevard Investment Group to oversee our investment fund, and we established the House of Representatives Forum to connect the student body and elevate the initiatives of each student group on campus. We've all been on our own separate journeys, but I think one of the most unique and special aspects of SMU is that we've done it together, supporting one another every step of the way. We're all on a path to understanding true leadership and defining what that means for each of us. As we continue through this evening's program, I encourage you all to reflect on the moments that have shaped you into the person you are today, and to recognize that the person you've become is largely due to the people you have surrounded yourself with at SMU. Eleanor Roosevelt's book, You Learn by Living, contains many lessons about life. One that resonated with me deeply, that I believe applies to this room in particular, is for our own success to be real, it must contribute to the success of others. You all have built something that is of benefit to others because you are truly passionate about the change you could bring to your communities. In the end, people aren't going to be talking about the tangible things like how much money you make, the clothes you wear, the house you live in, or in this case, the titles you hold. People will remember the effect you had on them, how you made them feel, and what you contributed to society. When I think of Kennedy Coleman, I immediately think of her extensive leadership in ABS, Student Senate, and DST. But what I'll remember forever is how much she taught me through her drive, grace, and passion, all while never failing to make me laugh after every conversation. I became friends with Ji-Hoon Choi at Dining with Decision Makers a year ago, and have been fortunate enough to get to work alongside him this year as president of Liberty in North Korea. When I think of him, I always remember his smile and the countless times he made me feel seen and valued. And mark my words, Ben Jackson will go down as one of the most memorable presidents Student Foundation has ever seen. I have learned so much just by watching the way Ben leads and treats people. He is the difference between nice and kind. And he has a zeal for life unlike anyone I've ever known. Right, Ben? These are just a few individuals who I believe exemplify true servant leadership and who have served out of genuinity rather than for a title or an award, chasing their authentic, unapologetic selves and supporting others along the way. As we reflect today on our time on this campus, perhaps the most important lesson we might glean on is understanding the value of surrounding yourself with those who allow you to be the best version of you. These past few weeks, I've done a lot of self-reflection, and I'm sure most of you have as well, especially the seniors. Too often, we are so busy living that we rarely take the time to go back and think about how we lived or how things affected us. That's why it's important to have moments, ceremonies, and traditions like the Hilltop Excellence Awards to take time to reflect, slow down, and think about the chain of events that brought us together tonight. I found myself asking the same questions. How did I get here, and when did we just grow up? I distinctly remember being a freshman looking at the seniors and thinking they were so cool, mature, put together, and accomplished. For me, that was particularly Molly Patrick. At the time, I had no idea who she was or that she'd ultimately become student body president and a role model for me, but I remember saying, I want to be like her. Everyone in this room, especially in this corner, has their own Molly. This individual or individuals guided, mentored, and empowered you to be a leader. Now we're all our own versions of our mentors. Somehow we are the cool, put together, accomplished upperclassmen that people look up to in the way that we looked up to them. To all the nominees today, you're a remarkable human being, and the world needs more people like you in it. Congratulations on all your accomplishments and for going above and beyond. On behalf of the student body, I want to extend a huge thank you to the administration, staff, and faculty for your unwavering guidance and mentorship. As students, our lives change when instructors show us our full potential. Without your support, we would not be where we are today, and we would not have been able to achieve all that we have accomplished. To the parents and loved ones, thank you. You have taught us our values, encouraged us to pursue our passions, and told us to never stop chasing our dreams. You gave us the best years of our lives at SMU, and we're going to walk away with a degree from one of the finest institutions in the world because of everything that you've sacrificed for us. To my mom, I love you with my entire heart. I would be so lost in this world without you. I will never be able to find the words to tell you how much I admire your strength, because not many people can overcome what you have and live life with such grace, light, positivity, and raise two children in the way that you raised Michael and me. And to Michael, I knew you'd love SMU, but I mainly wanted to convince you to come here for my own selfish reasons. You are my rock, my sense of reason, my best friend. You are my everything. I don't know how I got so lucky to have the most beautiful soul in the world to be my brother. I feel so grateful to have shared at least half of college with you, because life is better by your side, and I'm so proud of you. It is truly the honor of a lifetime to have served as student body president. Thank you all for such an unforgettable year, and I cannot wait to see what you all accomplish. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. We would like to recognize some very important people who make SMU the premier institution that it is today. Please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Dr. R. Gerald Turner, University President. Dr. Casey Majay, Vice President for Student Affairs. We also welcome many other faculty, staff, and administrators with us this evening. If you are able, please stand or wave so that we may recognize you. As we begin with the presentation of awards, we ask that presenters and recipients enter here to our left and your right. If you are a recipient, please begin making your way to the stage when your name is announced. We begin tonight's ceremony with the Dr. James E. Caswell Award, affectionately known as the Caswell Award for former Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. James Caswell, for his many years of service to residence life. To present the Dr. James E. Caswell Award is Jackie Caswell Wallace and the Director of Residence Life, Dr. Jennifer Post.
Hello, everybody. This year's Caswell winner is a third-year RA in Lloyd Commons. Her nominators cited her strong dedication to both her community and her staff. She makes genuine connections with others, and residents find her approachable and supportive. She is an outstanding community builder and goes above and beyond in everything she does. She also models the way for new RAs, serving as a mentor and support by sharing her expertise. She fosters a sense of collaboration and camaraderie among her colleagues on staff, ensuring the best possible service to Lloyd residents. This RA personifies what it means to be a high-achieving student at SMU. I am pleased to announce Simone Melvin. As this year's winner of the James E. Caswell Award.
The Women and LGBT Center has long and far-reaching roots that trace back to our former Dean of Women, Emmy V. Bain. To present the Emmy V. Bain Legacy Award is Interim Coordinator Matthew Esparza.
I am honored to present the Emma V. Bain Award to Ash T. It is It is an understatement to say that Ash is the embodiment of Emma V. Bain's and the Center's vision in enacting real equity. Described as having an intimidating Google Calendar, Ash's work has gone beyond what anyone could reasonably expect from any single individual through uniquely impactful work with things such as the Period Project, the SMU Pride Project, numerous research, presentations, and so much more than we have time to list. To give you just a glimpse into the amazing individual Ash is, here are a few comments from those that know him personally. A thoughtful friend with an impressive work ethic, one that imagines his future with love, clarity, and impact, whose only agenda is to improve the lives of those around him, and has had an impact on SMU that is both profound and historical.
At this time, the staff supporting our fraternity and sorority communities on campus would like to honor the 2023 recipients of the A. Kenneth Pye Outstanding Greek Leader Award. Here to present the award are Adam Joyner and Jade Weaver, Assistant Directors for Fraternity and Sorority Life.
We are so pleased to be here tonight to present the A. Kenneth Pye Awards. The first recipient of the A. Kenneth Pye Award is Brooklyn Dean. Brooklyn is a senior studying business administration with a minor in management. She served as the Pi Beta Phi president, vice president of community relations, and has held leadership on SMU's University Conduct Board, the Big Event, and the Student Foundation Homecoming Philanthropy Coordinator. She always exemplifies poise and professionalism in her various leadership roles. Congratulations to Brooklyn Dean of Pi Beta Phi Women's Fraternity. Our second recipient of the Pye Award is Austin Foster. Austin is a senior double majoring in finance and political science and public policy. Austin served as the past president of the Interfraternity Council, assisting the community in creating positive change, including the most recent edition of the IFC Endowed Scholarship. Austin also served his fraternity in several officer roles and served on the Housing Unification Board. He is the true embodiment of fraternal values. Congrats, Austin Foster. Goodbye. The next recipient of the A. Kenneth Pye Award is Matthew Merritt. Matthew is a senior studying music education within the Meadows School of the Arts. Matthew has held several leadership positions within his fraternity and served the National Panhellenic Council as the president for 2 years in a row. Outside of Greek life, Matthew has served the SMU community on the Association of Black Students and as a SMU student ambassador. We are grateful for all of Matthew's contributions to the community.
Our next recipient of the Pye Award is Denobi Onigocha. Denobi is a senior studying health and society with a minor in psychology. She's a prolific student leader, having served as a leader in Mustang Heroes, African Student Association, and SMU Student Ambassador in multiple positions in her sorority. Most recently, Denobi served as the president of her sorority. Denobi is dedicated to his student leader and who has made a positive impact on the SMU student body. Congratulations to Denobi Onigocha of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Our next recipient of the Pye Award is Maria Rios. Maria is a senior double majoring in psychology and Spanish. Maria has not served in 1 or 2 leadership positions within her career, but 7, truly embodying the definition of servant leadership. Outside of Greek life, Maria serves as the SMU community as a peer counselor for the Rotunda Scholars, is a research assistant for the Family Life Center Lab, and a student worker for the Fondren Library. Congratulations to Maria Rios of Kappa Kappa Alpha. All right. The final recipient of the A. Kenneth Pye Award is Maddie Warren. Maddie is a senior double majoring in business administration, management, and French. Maddie has been a dedicated Panhellenic student leader, holding the positions of junior delegate, vice president of community development, and most recently as the past president for the council. She assisted Panhellenic in reviving their connection to their philanthropy, Circle of Sisterhood, and was her chapter Women's of Distinction's position this spring. In addition to her council work, Maddie has served her chapter in several leadership roles and is currently the president of the French Club. She truly exemplifies what it means to be a sorority woman, showcasing the values of our organization to the SMU community. Congratulations to Amanda Warren, Gamma Phi Beta sorority. These 6 students exemplify the best of the SMU fraternity and sorority community, balancing scholarship, community, and campus involvement, and a personal commitment to the fraternity and sorority ideals. We ask that the recipients please stay after the ceremony for a group photo. Please help me congratulate these outstanding leaders once more.
Our next award is named in honor of Sherry Mooney, which recognizes and honors students who are committed to the Christian faith as reflected in service. Here to present the Sherry Mooney Memorial Recognition Award from the Office of the Chaplain and Religious Life is the Reverend Lisa Garvin.
Thank you, April. On behalf of the Office of the Chaplain and Religious Life, I am delighted to present this year's Sherry Mooney Memorial Recognition Award to 2 outstanding Mustangs. Leanna Force. Leanna has shown herself to be a student of integrity and enthusiastic engagement. She leans into leadership and uses her gifts to imagine a better SMU into being. As president for UKirk, Leanna has been a voice for the intersection of queerness and religion, and she has shown that being a Christian and a member of the LGBTQIA+ community are not mutually exclusive. In all things, Leanna shares the expansive and transformative love of God. In her words and deeds, and in the ways that she has shown up as her full self, Leanna has modeled a quiet courage and resilience and a Christ-like ability to hold tension. Her wisdom, gracefulness, and non-anxiousness have created room for others. Thank you, Leanna, for being a beacon of hope that invites all people into Christ-embracing light. Juliana Roller. Juliana gives any task she sets herself to 110% and does so with grace and patience. According to her nominator, she is one of the hardest working people on campus, but has never let the hustle culture of SMU sway her faith. And she keeps others anchored in their faith. Juliana is generous with both her time and energy and thrives in the service of others. A friend of Juliana's remarked, "You can tell that her faith is a priority through the numerous acts of service and service organization that she participates with. These leadership opportunities certainly demonstrate her commitment to Christ." SMU is better because of her infectious enthusiasm and drive. Thank you, Juliana, for all the ways you ground your friends and this community in Christ's love. Please join me in thanking and congratulating Leanna and Juliana. We give thanks for the ways that each of you bear witness to the love of Christ in this community. You shine light and love, justice and compassion all across the Hilltop.
It is now time to present a series of Campus Life Awards. We will begin with the Avella Wynn Hay Award. To present this award, we welcome to the stage Dr. Mindy Sutton, Associate Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students.
Thank you, Averill. I'm so pleased to be here this evening to present the Avella Winhay Award to Shara Jaharaja. Shara will graduate this spring with degrees in human rights and music and a 3.96 grade point average. In addition to being a President's Scholar, she also has been inducted into a number of campus honor societies, including Phi Beta Kappa and Mortar Board. Although she has held officer positions on the Human Rights Council, some of Shara's most notable achievements at SMU involve bringing light to issues of racial injustice, including the Maladjusted podcast, which explores SMU's campus history through a racial justice lens. One of the many nominators for Shara shared, "It is rare to meet an individual as passionate about social change as Shara. She demonstrates a strength of will and a conviction around the inherent dignity of all people. I cannot imagine a stronger endorsement." Congratulations to Shara, winner of this year's Avella Winhay Award.
We follow with the John L. Freehafer Awards, presented by Dr. Lauren Chapman, Associate Director for Student Center and Activities, and Adam Joyner, Assistant Director for Fraternity and Sorority Life.
Good evening. It is our pleasure to present the 2023 John L. Freehafer Awards. Our first Freehafer Award honors Carrington Bennett. Carrington is well loved and a senior majoring in political science and human rights. As a transfer student from Dallas College, her advocacy work extends beyond campus as a fellow for a congressional campaign and lobby corps member for the Texas Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty. In Student Senate, her service as a transfer senator included co-sponsoring bills and ensuring the success of the Mustang Transfers organization. Her nominator described Carrington as a tireless advocate for students of color on campus, working to ensure that they experienced true belonging in the SMU community. Congratulations, Carrington. Next, we honor Ashish Doma. He is a junior studying psychology with minors in environmental engineering and environmental anthropology. A well-rounded leader, Ashish ensured that new Mustangs were welcomed to campus as an orientation leader and a commuter ambassador for Bose Commons. He helps ensure an inclusive environment at SMU with his work as an executive leader in South Asian Student Association, as well as a Caswell Leadership Fellow. His nominator writes that he puts people first and advocates for students who are on the margins, specifically commuter students at SMU. He is a very gentle and kind leader who will do anything to make a student feel seen, heard, and valued. Congratulations, Ashish. Our next Freehafer Award recipient is Senior Piper Holden. This Hunt Scholar is majoring in business management and public policy. As the homecoming chair for Student Foundation, Piper worked to provide a new gender-inclusive royalty selection process and ensured that a diverse array of organizations could participate in the spirit competition. She served as both Vice President of Foundation and President of Delta Gamma Fraternity, was a Caswell Leadership Coach, and currently serves as a student representative to the Board of Trustees. Her sorority sister nominator describes how Piper ensured that each member of the chapter was valued and had a special role to play. Congratulations, Piper. Our next distinguished recipient of the Freehafer Award is Clayton Meyer. A junior majoring in public policy and economics, Clayton has welcomed new students as an orientation leader and fosters community as a resident assistant in the Mary Hay Peyton Shuttles Commons. Clayton is known by many for his financial contributions to student life as both Director of Finance for Student Foundation and the Student Body Treasurer. In these roles, he ensures that student organizations are good stewards of their funding and can utilize their resources to create a vibrant campus life. His nominator writes, Clayton is a thoughtful and sensitive leader. His fellow students respect his calm under pressure and count on his integrity. Congratulations, Clayton. Our next exciting Freehafer recipient is Kate Morales. She is a senior double major in public policy and economics and a Hunt Scholar. Kate has served SMU as a student ambassador and member of Student Senate and supported literacy initiatives as an intern at the George W. Bush Presidential Center. However, she is most known for her passionate dedication to the big event, SMU's largest day of community service. As her nominator states, Kate is eager to give back. Serving both as Director of Recruitment and Director of Marketing and Communication, she has worked tirelessly to make sure that the entire campus is aware of the opportunity to serve the Dallas community. Congratulations, Kate. Our final Freehafer Award brings a student to the stage for a second time and honors Ash T. Ash is a senior President's Scholar majoring in human rights and anthropology. His work experience includes conducting research for the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History and serving as co-editor-in-chief of the Rotunda Yearbook. He is the recipient of 6 leadership and research grants and is active in diverse academic seminars, conferences, and symposiums. At SMU, they overcame significant obstacles to provide access to menstrual products across campus via the Period Project and curated the Pride Research Capstone Project on SMU's LGBT+ history. Despite his impressive resume, his nominator writes that, something you've already heard tonight, Ash's only agenda is to improve the lives of people around him. Congratulations to Ash and all of our Freehafer recipients.
The final Campus Life Award this evening is the Humphrey Lee Award. Here with us to present this award is Dr. Jennifer Jones, Executive Director for Student Development.
Thank you and good evening. The recipient of the Humphrey Lee Award is Matthew Merritt. Matthew has proven over and over again to be well deserving of this award. He is a music education major and a Rotunda Mustang and McNeil Scholar. He is a member of the Vice President of Student Affairs Advisory Board, the President of the National Panhellenic Council twice, and the Vice President of his fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. He has served as Vice President of the Association of Black Students and currently serves as the ABS Senior Advisor. One nominator described Matt as cultivating a standard of excellence and enthusiasm that has helped many students find community here at SMU, on the campus of SMU. Congratulations to Mr. Matt.
It is now time for the presentation of SMU's most distinguished awards, the Presidential Awards of Excellence and the M Awards. We are honored to have with us this evening our University President, Dr. R. Gerald Turner, who will present these awards. Dr. Turner will be assisted by Dr. Casey Majay.
Thank you, and congratulations to those that have been saluted and applauded so far, so congratulations to all of you. The Presidential Awards for Excellence were designed to recognize students who excel academically, in addition to demonstrating outstanding ability in one of three specific areas: athletics, leadership, and volunteer service. This year, we honor three individuals who truly exemplify the criteria for these awards. Our first recipient is an outstanding athlete and scholar with a 4.0 GPA who has been ambassador on many levels to SMU and to athletics. She's helped lay the foundation for our culture, lives our values consistently and continually, and raises the standard bar. Her passion is experienced by those close to her. She was a soccer captain in 2020 during a very difficult COVID year when the season was canceled, and navigated that by demonstrating outstanding leadership despite the challenge. A few of her accomplishments include AAC All-American Team, All-Academic Team, the All-ACC First Team All-Conference, AAC Midfielder for the year, AAC All-Tournament Team. She signed a contract to play professionally in Cyprus this summer, and is one of the student athletes currently on the Mac Herman Watch List, which is a national award. The Herman Trophy, presented annually by the Missouri Athletic Club, is the nation's highest individual honor, recognizing the National Player of the Year as determined by the voting of Division I coaches who are members of United Soccer Coaches or Association. The 2023 Presidential Award for Excellence Student Athlete, Scholar Athlete is Courtney Sabasco. The next Presidential Award of Excellence winner is an honors program scholar with a 3.76 GPA. She will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts with an emphasis on strategic brand management. She's minoring in Chinese and health sciences. She's co-founder and board member of the Detente Collective, a 501c3 approved nonprofit organization that serves the DFW area through initiatives in education, homelessness, incarceration, and women's issues. Her nominator said she has raised thousands of dollars for the local community and has specifically done immense work for the homeless population and battered women's shelters in Dallas. She has also continuously involved SMU by encouraging campus members to volunteer their time and resources to aid the community. She even collaborated with Mayor Eric Johnson to provide local underfunded elementary schools with supplies. She not only cares about the campus community, but as you've seen, has a passion and deep caring for the community around us. Congratulations to the 2023 Presidential Scholar Volunteer, Reagan McGinnis. Our final Presidential Award for Excellence, the recipient is a notable 3.97 GPA and is majoring in business administration with a concentration in finance. His minors are in Italian and law and legal reasoning. He was recently accepted into the NCAP Investments and LCM Group Alternative Asset Management Center program. His campus leadership includes being an RA in Armstrong Commons, where he's tasked with building relationships and community for his peers. He's also a Hagee career leader and an emerging leader. He was described by his nominator as someone with strong work ethic who has a desire to expand professionally and gain experience to challenge himself personally. He's a go-getter who doesn't shy away from tasks and always does it with a positive attitude with a lot of ability. The 2023 Presidential Award of Excellence Scholar Leader is William McCaskey. The 2023 M Award is the most highly coveted recognition bestowed upon students, faculty, and staff at SMU. Each year, up to 10 students and 5 faculty or staff are selected to receive this honor. The recipients' efforts have been continuous during their years at SMU and are not limited to narrowly vested interests. The M Award honorees inspire others, giving unselfishly of their time and talents to make the university community and indeed our broader community a better place for all. I'll begin with the 5 faculty staff M Award recipients, followed by the students. Our first M recipient grew up a few blocks away from SMU and is an avid SMU football fan when she began her career on the Hilltop in the Central Financial Aid Office after moving back to Dallas in 1997. In November 2000, she joined the Meta School of the Arts as Director of Scholarships and Financial Aid. As Director of Scholarships and Financial Aid, she manages a multi-million-dollar annual scholarship budget, oversees hundreds of student employees, and works closely with the Meta's Development Office to steward over 100 student scholarship endowments. In 2008, she was instrumental in creating the creation of the Meadows Scholar Program that, of course, was created by generous alumni and friends. This initiative has established numerous endowed scholarships and continues to help attract outstanding students to exhibit the artistic and academic quality sought by the faculty and staff of the Meadows School. Over the past 2 decades, she has methodically, eagerly, and compassionately found the best ways to lift the financial burden of our students through careful management of created scholarships. She's always ready to provide substantive assistance to the students, working closely with department chairs, admission officers, and the faculty. Congratulations to the first M Award recipient, Pam Henderson. second Faculty Staff M Award recipient is a specialist in the history of provisional government after the February Russian Revolution of 1917. He continues to teach the history of a much understudied hidden class of Soviet citizens. He holds a PhD, MA, and BA from Harvard University, as well as credentials from the Defense Language Institute in Monterey, California. He's held numerous grants for research in the former USSR and current Russia, and is published on the social and cultural history of the Russian Revolution and early Soviet state building. He has been involved with the university in many, many ways. In fact, he has been my chair representative of the university's athletic committee while he's doing all of these other things. But his main area of study is the turbulent years 1914 to 21. And he studies the broad history of bureaucracy in Russia from pre-revolutionary times through the Soviet era and the transition of post-Soviet administrations. During upcoming meetings in Berlin and Moscow, he will be working with a group dedicated to publishing an updated version of the influential Russian officialdom. From the 17th through the 20th centuries, these individuals were considered to be the depth and the leadership of the Soviet and post-leadership administrations. His work helps us hopefully understand a little bit better what we have facing us today. All of you recognize this as Dr. Dan Orlovsky. Next, we celebrate an individual who is a senior lecturer in the Department of Applied Physiology and Sport Management. She earned her doctorate in education policy and leadership from SMU and her master's degree in educational administration from Texas A&M with an emphasis on student affairs administration in higher education. She's been teaching at SMU since 2012 and has been honored with several teaching awards, including the student-nominated Honoring Our Professors' Excellence or the Hope Award. In addition to her teaching responsibilities, she was appointed as Assistant Director of the Hilltop Scholars Program out of the Office of the Provost in 2019. She's a frequent presenter of college student well-being and the effectiveness of first-year programming at professional conferences nationwide. One of her nominators stated that she is extremely deserving of this award because she's given back to the university in many important ways. Now in her role as co-director of the Hilltop Scholars Program, she's adding to the retention and profile of SMU's first-year class. She cares deeply about student success. And because of her professionalism, caring attitude, and exuberance about student success, I can't imagine a better recipient of the M Award. So please join me in congratulating Caitlin Anderson. Okay, our fourth M recipient works closely and collaborates with each individual staff member of the University Advising Center. During meetings, she not only communicates clearly and concisely, but also makes sure that everyone is heard. And it's evident to the students of SMU that her main concerns are those students with whom she works. She's constantly advocating for students looking for ways to improve their experience here at SMU. She's worked tirelessly when it comes to initiatives such as SMU in 4 and raising the student retention rate. She dedicates most of her time to serving on committees on campus. At the end of the day, this person is one, if not the most student-centered professionals that work here at SMU. She dedicates every day to making SMU experience the best it can possibly be for the students. So join me in congratulating Ellen Richmond. Thank you. Our fifth and final faculty staff recipient is described as an exceptional colleague who is always willing to help you get to yes, even when that means a lot of additional work for her. As a member of the facilities team, she is unusually student-focused, seeing her role as helping to guide and support our students. She's hardworking, fun to be around, cheerful in any task, and incredibly loyal to SMU. In February 2021, during the massive winter storm, she spent the week in a hotel rather than at her home, knowing that the customers, her students, and so on, would need her here, and so she stayed. She was tapped to co-lead our institutional move to Staple, and currently supports 100% of our outdoor events. She is the last to seek the spotlight, but yet she's a great servant of SMU and the whole community. Join me in congratulating Devon Washington. Okay, now to the Student M Awards. The first student recipient has already received a Bachelor of Business Administration and Accounting, summa cum laude, in May of 2022. He will complete his master's in the Science of Accounting, Assurance, and Advisory in just a few short weeks. He served as the graduate assistant for the SMU Controller's Office during a 4-month faculty staff vacancy where he supervised 3 student workers while they ensured the completion of critical tasks. In 2022, he was recognized as an SMU Distinguished Accounting Major, and his nominators offered these words to describe him. He is a wonderful example of the servant leader. He works diligently with a strong sense of responsibility and a positive attitude. His gifts to our student organizations this year made all the difference when a faculty vacancy created challenges in keeping the office open and operational. He accepted the graduate assistant's role to drastically minimize any interruptions in service to over 300 student organizations that rely on the Controller's Office to manage over $1 million in funds each year. Thanks to his leadership, the Controller's Office maintained full operational status without the leadership of a full-time professional, but that office had Travis Moat. Our next recipient is an outstanding role model for excellence in both in and out of the classroom. She'll graduate with a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and English with minors in Public Policy, International Affairs, and Human Rights. This student is president of SMU's Association of Black Students, secretary of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a student senator, and scholarship chair. She is also a student representative for SMU's Vice President for Student Affairs. Her nominator said she's exactly the kind of student leader that any university wants to have represent them and to be on their campus. Her accolades thus far are well-deserved, and she continues to strive for greatness each day. She's also showcased an amazing commitment to scholarship that can be seen on her resume and in some of her work she's done across campus. There have been few students that have amazed me quite like she has, and I do believe she's the perfect fit for SMU's highest honor. That's Kennedy Coleman. Our next M Award recipient will graduate with distinction with a BBA in Business Administration and Marketing, as well as a BA in Creative Writing. His minors include Italian, History, Public Policy, and International Affairs, and Biomedical Engineering. The list of accolades and achievements by this student are many. He's honored by the Texas Business Hall of Fame in 2022 when awarded the Lucy Billingsley Future Business Legend Award, and recognized by the Dallas Business Journal and included in under 25 class, that class of individuals. He's also been recognized by the university, and his campus involvement is not only a snapshot of what he's accomplished in the short time but he's been here. He's also been a Richter Fellow, an Engaged Learning Fellow, a Caswell Leadership Fellow, and the Meadows Museum Poet Laureate in 2019. His academic achievements include being a member of the University Honors Program, Hilltop Scholars, Higher Society, Beta Gamma Sigma, and Phi Beta Kappa. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention he's the co-founder and CEO of Sister Shack Tea Company, as well as the founder and manager of Steady Spoon. One of his nominators said, SMU creates world changers, and this person is exactly that, between creating a company to help Parkinson's patients feed themselves while experiencing tremors, and also developing individual relationships with his recipients. He's made SMU, the world itself, a better place, and I think we all probably ought to invest in Raleigh Dewan. The next M Award winner was described as someone who has, quote, worked tirelessly during his time on campus to make SMU better, a better place for us all. Whether he's serving as president of Student Foundation, the housing chair of BYX, or CEO of his friends, fan clubs, he's always manages to brighten the day of those with whom he interacts. After a shift to virtual operations following the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, this student sought to ensure that members of our core dining staff had the means to get by, working with a team of campus leaders to provide $15,000 worth of gift cards to the affected employees. He will close out his time here on the Hilltop with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance, a Bachelor of Science in Economics with Financial Applications. He has a cumulative GPA of 3.93 and holds honor roll with high distinction. He's been honored with the Student Foundation Presidential Excellence Award, Student Foundation O. Paul Corley Leadership Award, and Beta Upsilon Chi Gold Antlers Outstanding Youth Council. About half the energy on this campus is going to leave when Ben graduates. Ben Jason. When I first met Ben, I asked Dr. Majay, I said, "Is that for real?" all that Emmy, he was just so excited about what was going on in the Student Foundation, and I found out it is for real, and boy, has it been a blessing to us. The next Mustang we recognize has established her legacy and reputation as a leader among leaders. She will graduate with a BBA in marketing and a minor in advertising. She's a Fulbright semifinalist, a Hunt Scholar, and a Rotunda Scholar. She's student representative for the Board of Trustees on the Student Affairs Committee and the president and founder of, quote, "If You're Reading This," end quote, a mental health organization that provides an open-ended, university-wide support network to help struggling students strengthen their peer mental health support through encouragement and sharing personal experiences. As student body president, her fellow students have seen her do an amazing job of leading a diverse chamber and getting things accomplished specifically through her House of Representatives initiative. She's an active leader bringing SMU together as one student body. Sydney Castle. Our next student is defined, as one of his nominators said, as a student leader. He is one of the most involved individuals on campus, serving and representing several groups, including the residents of Virginia Snyder, the RAs on campus, and the crew community. He has demonstrated outstanding leadership to his peers and underclassmen, as well as in the Black community on campus. His focus on mentorship towards younger students has been a huge priority, and he's made a lasting impact on the SMU community. He will graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. He's served as a resident assistant for the last 3 years and is active at ROTC. If you're walking around the campus in the middle of the day, you might just see him in his ambassador role, leading a group of potential Mustangs through a guided tour walking backwards. In addition to being an ambassador to the university, his notable achievements include being a speaker at SMU Dining with Decision Makers and a 2-year top 5 of MS class in ROTC. He's truly an outstanding leader, someone who inspires and pushes others to be better every day. This M Reward recipient is Caleb Allman. All right. Next, we recognize a senior who's described as one of the most honest and down-to-earth people on our campus. This Mustang will graduate with 3 degrees, a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Business Analytics and Supply Chain Management, a Bachelor of Science in Statistics, and a Bachelor of Arts in Economics. With a 3.91 GPA, she is an honor roll student ranking in the top 15% of her class, as well as a pre-law scholar. Her campus involvement includes serving as a Caswell leadership coach, vice president of the Feminist Equality Movement, a consultant for the Asterisk Consulting Club, and various roles within the Student Senate. Whether it be her work as finance chair for the Senate or through her contributions with RLSH, Rush research team, she's left her mark on the campus community. Because she's benefited greatly as a Caswell leadership participant, she has been able to positively impact student organizations. This experience was formative in her college experience, which culminated in her being a Caswell coach, which is quite an honor. Because of this role, she has helped numerous student groups understand university policies and procedures and successfully navigate the challenges of running their organization. Would you join me in congratulating Didipa Shenam? The next recipient will leave his mark on SMU and graduate with 3 degrees and 5 minors. His academic dedication will be recognized with a Bachelor of Arts in English, History, and Music. His 5 minors include Spanish, Public Policy and International Affairs, Business, Human Rights, and Latin Iberian Studies. Remarkably, all that I've mentioned, he's managed to maintain a 3.9 GPA. He's earned honors with distinction recognition 7 times and is a member of Phi Beta Kappa in the Higher Society. He's a member of the Board of Trustees Committee as student representative on academic policy, planning, and coordination, and does immigration research also. He's worked with the George W. Bush Institute and has been a 2022 Tower Scholar class member. His nominator says he's one of the most earnest, thoughtful, and intentional leaders I've met in the classroom and on campus. I've seen him selflessly give his time and talents as a teacher, mentor, and friend to his residents as an RA in Bose Commons, as a tutor in the ASDA Center, and within the honors program also. Most importantly, he is someone who embodies the phrase world changer with absolute humility and without expecting reward or recognition. As a student representative of the Board of Trustees, he's repeatedly approached problems on campus through a solutions-based, policy-driven lens. He's someone who routinely uplifts and quietly encourages everyone he interacts with. Join me in thanking Emery McDowell. Our next recipient is a candidate for Juris Doctorate and is in the top 1/3 of his class. He's the managing editor of the International Law Review Association, president of the Asia Pacific American Law Student Association, chief counsel for the First Amendment Clinic, a research assistant and teaching assistant for legal writing and research for LLM students, just to name a few. This Mustang graduated magna cum laude from the Hilltop with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English and Political Science in 2017. He furthered his education at the University of Southern California, where he earned a Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Policy, and a Master of Urban Planning in 2020. His professional experience is vast. He's worked for the U.S. Department of State, the House of Representatives, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, and the District Court for the Northern District of Texas. His nominators said the following: he is most giving of his time. Each Friday he hosts a person gathering in conjunction with a Zoom meeting to support international law students. He sees value at each and every one of us, and he does his best in trying to nurture everyone. Dean Martin Kemp said to him, for all of us to hear, you will be missed when you graduate, and SMU is much better for your being here, and the world needs you. Michael Viong. Our final student receiving the M Award, this second-century STEM and Tower Scholar will graduate with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and Earth Science with minors in Chinese and Public Policy and International Affairs. She's been awarded the Deborah B. Michael Endowed Scholarship, the Foscue Scholarship, and the Carpenter Award in support of geology field student research in earth science. She's a member representative of the Board of Trustees Building and Grounds Committee, as well as a member of the Vice President Advisory Board. She's also a leadership coach for the Caswell Leadership Institute and has worked as an SMU ambassador and president of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. I'm going to pause a minute. One of her submitted nominations said that she deserves this award because her entire time at SMU exemplifies the qualities of a world changer. She thinks about people and everything she does and consistently works toward making the world a better place. Her friends look up to her and respect her. They value the knowledge she brings to the table. She's passionate and just and dedicated in every way. There are many leaders in the world, but there's only one Sparrow Caldwell. Sparrow. I'd like to take this time to thank all of you that are here in support of these M Award recipients. They're the best among the best, and all of those who've received awards tonight really are great blessings to this university. So thank all of you, and thank you that have supported them.
Thank you, Dr. Turner. We would like to congratulate all the recipients this evening. It is very clear that SMU embodies a community that excels in scholarship, leadership, and service. A special thank you to all of the family members of the award recipients for joining us this evening. We ask that the M Award, Presidential Awards of Excellence, and the John L. Freehafer recipients gather near the front of the stage at the end of the program for pictures. Please join me in welcoming SMU's very own Griffin Vale to close our program by leading us in singing The Varsity.
Yes. Please rise if you are able. Here we go. Lyrics will be on the screen. Oh, we see the varsity, 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 as she towers o'er the hill over there. And our hearts are filled with joy. SMU, SMU, alma mater will be true forever. Thank you very much.
If I could get the M Award winners, faculty, staff, and students to come to the stage, please. The M Award winners.